folks, let me tell you about the problem almost nobody sees coming. Then I'll get into the latest home prices and insights for York Region for week ending March 19th, 2025. This weekend, I was out doing showings with one of my buyer clients, and it's important to them they find a home. It's a 3-car garage. That's what's important to them. And we pull up to this home. The MLS was advertised as 3-car garage. We look at it from the outside, big driveway. Right in front of us is 3 big garage doors. We're thinking, awesome, this is what we're looking for. But when we're in the garage and we look a little bit closer, the last parking stall will not fit a car. It just won't. Yet it's advertised as a 3-car garage. And it looks like a 3-car garage. More specifically, or I guess more accurately, it's a 3-stall garage, but it's really a 2-car garage. And so that home, because of that, probably is not going to work out for my clients because that's what they want. We've seen this also with homes advertising tandem, 3-car tandem. And if you don't know what tandem is, it means you could fit kind of 2 cars in one of the stalls. So one stall is really long where you could fit 2 cars side by side and then another car beside that. So there's 2 garage doors, but one is extra long to fit 2 cars. And they advertise 3-car tandem garage. Well, this garage was empty. The home was vacant. So we had the opportunity to actually drive the car in. And there's no way. The stairs leading into the home are part of that tandem piece. And the only way to fit the car in is if you remove the stairs. And then when you looked, there's like no room on either side to open the door. So even if you thought, okay, each time I come in, I'll just, if the stairs weren't fastened, I'll move the stairs. There's just 2 or 3 steps leading into the home. If I just move them to bring my car in, which on its own, imagine doing that every time, you're not going to get the car doors open. How does that make any sense to anybody? And this is not just a 3-car situation where, 3-car garage. We see this often with 2-car garages, where oftentimes something has been modified in the home. Either the landing going into the home has been opened up, or stairs have been put in, or we've seen many homes where they create an entrance to the basement through the garage, takes up one stall. We've seen many times renovations on the inside of the home where they either expand the bathroom or the mudroom or the main closet, and they expand it into the garage, and they lose the ability to park a car in that part of the garage. Now, you may be thinking, what's the big deal? Park your car outside. Well, I can tell you, if this is you, that you spent $1 million, $2 million or more thinking you're going to park your cars inside, and after you close, you actually try, and that's when you're surprised that you can't, I guarantee you, every single day you pull up to your house, you look at your garage, it'll drive you nuts. Every single day that you're cleaning the snow off your car in the winter, it'll drive you insane that how could you buy a home with a 2 or 3-car garage and you can't actually fit your car in one of the stalls? It will drive you insane. We had one house a while back. We put an offer in. The way the way the steps going into the house were configured, you couldn't use one of the parking stalls. But it was really important to my client that they could fit the 2 cars in there. And we figured out you just can't because of the way the steps were organized. But so the landing came out and the steps went this way. If the steps had gone the other way and there was room to do that, you could actually use both stalls. So we put it in the offer that the seller reconfigures that landing, because they're the ones who built it to begin with, that they reconfigure that to be able to fit the mid-sized car that my client had. And the sellers accepted it. They did that because they wanted the sale. But don't just, I guess in conclusion, I'm going to say, do not just take it as fact that if the home is advertised as a 2 or 3 car garage, or if the home has 2 or 3 doors out front, that you can actually park a car in there. Verify it, and make sure it'll actually fit a car. Now, you got a big, huge SUV, you're going to run into other obstacles, but it should fit a mid-sized car. It'll be a problem for you later, even if you accept it down the road when you're trying to sell it. If you think this video can help somebody you know, please pass it along. If you get value from what we're talking about, subscribe. And if you want to speak with me about your real estate situation, it's really simple. Below this video in the description, there's a link to my calendar. Click on that or go to tsre.ca. My calendar will be there. Pick a date and time that suits you and we'll talk about whatever's on your mind. Now, let's get into the numbers. Here we go, folks. York region, what's happening for detached properties? Let me show you. We're going to be focused on Vaughan, Richmond Hill, and Markham for detached properties only. We're going to start off with Vaughan for week ending March 19th. 26 detached properties were sold. 3 were at $2 million or more. Sales, we would expect sales to be trending upwards at this time of the year. And I've put an arrow saying, yeah, sales are trending upwards. But if we focus on the last few weeks, I have less confidence in saying sales are trending upwards. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. We'll see what happens over the next few weeks. Average sold price sitting at $1,632,000. Remember, this is for only detached properties and only in Vaughan. 1,632, I would say it's pretty similar to where we've been the last few weeks, but I think overall, average price is trending down. We're going to see another chart that helps to illustrate that. Compared to last year, 1,632 is 4% lower year over year. The median price is 6% lower. The dotted line, that's a 4-week moving average. This is the other chart I was speaking about. Average price and median price, whether we look at the average or medium or we look at the 4-week moving average, they all kind of point to the last couple months or so, average prices and median prices trending downward for Vaughan detached properties. Sales, far fewer sales this year versus a year ago. Of the 26 that sold, 7 sold at list price or more, which is 27%. We have far more listings this year versus a year ago. And active listings, which is 444, that's how many detached properties are available for sale. That number is 71% higher than where the active listings were this time a year ago. So think about that. We have far fewer sales, far more properties available for sales. A whole different world this year versus a year ago. Months of inventory sitting at 3.9, basically right in the middle of what we call a balanced market, which is between 3 months and 5 months of inventory. That's Vaughan. Let's look at Richmond Hill. 8 detached properties were sold. 1 sold at $2 million or more. I can say clearly sales are not trending up, they're trending down for Richmond Hill, which is unusual at this time of year. But sales are trending down. Average sold price also trending down quickly. $1,566,000 is the average sold price. Keep in mind, when sales are this slow, and the sampling is so low, average price can be affected quite a bit one way or the other. Compared to last year, 1566 is 13% lower. The median price of 1495 is 15% lower. An average price for a while looked like it was trending up, and now for the last 4 or 5 weeks, average price and median price is trending downward. Far fewer sales this year versus last year, and far more listings. And active listings is also 444, which is the same as Vaughan, interesting enough. But 444 is 75% more than where we were this time a year ago for active listings. And months of inventory way up there. We have over a year of inventory. If we're buying or selling only 8 detached properties a week, we're basically saying it's going to take us a whole year plus to buy out all the inventory that's available for sale. It's a long time. Here's Markham. 20 detached properties were sold. 3 were at $2 million or more. So sure, sales look like they're trending up, but they went from 16, 19, 20. It's by no means shooting up there, but yeah, they're trending up. That's okay. I can say that. Average sold price is $1,699,000. 1,699 is 9% lower than where average price was this time a year ago. The median price is a no percentage change, rounds to 0% change. It's a little lower, but 0% change. And the median price and average price, looking at the dotted line, the 4-week moving average, it's kind of flat. Far fewer sales this year, far more listings, and active listings of 368 is up 80% from this time a year ago. So 80% more active listings. Months of inventory sitting at 4.2, kind of in the middle of a balanced market range. Here's a quick summary. In most cases, you're going to experience a balanced market. That's what you're going to see. There's going to be choices. You're going to be able to put conditions in your offer. Every now and then there's going to be some competition for that special home. Now, special could mean it's just, really done up nice and lots of buyers find that home appealing. Or it could be a special price, meaning lots of buyers also are going to find that home appealing. So you could find yourself in a position of competition, but for the most part, it's pretty much a balanced market. It can go either way. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome day.